New York isn't just about the skyscrapers of Manhattan. From kayaking on crystal-clear lakes to sipping craft cider in charming small towns and exploring riverfront parks, the state is bursting with weekend escapes that feel a world away. In the next few minutes, you'll discover 10 destinations that pack adventure, culture, and relaxation into just 3 days. Perfect for a quick getaway you'll be talking about all year. Some tips. Plan around local events, not just the location. Many New York small towns have seasonal festivals, pop-up markets, and art walks that completely transform the experience. Before you lock in your trip, check the town's local calendar. You might catch a music festival in Woodstock, a wine tasting in the Finger Lakes, or an outdoor art show in Beacon. These events can turn a simple weekend trip into something unforgettable. We first begin with one of the few towns in the world to host the Winter Olympics twice, Lake Placid. Olympic Museum, recently updated, displays original uniforms, medals, and equipment from the Games, while the Outdoor Olympic Center still holds public skating sessions on the same rink where the Miracle on Ice hockey game took place. Visitors can also ride the gondola to the top of Whiteface Mountain, known for having the steepest vertical drop in the eastern United States, offering year-round views of the Adirondack High Peaks. In winter, the slopes are a major draw. In summer, hiking trails and scenic drives make the area equally appealing. For a short weekend, one must-know tip is that Mirror Lake, right in the center of town, offers non-motorized boating, swimming areas, and a scenic 2.7-mile walking loop. Many travelers underestimate how walkable the village is, with shops, cafes, and lakeside restaurants just minutes apart. The one standout activity that surprises many: riding the elevator up the Olympic ski jump tower for panoramic views, even if you're visiting in warm weather. It's a rare chance to see what athletes see before they launch down the ramp. From a village shaped by Olympic glory, we shift gears into a community shaped by art, music, and creative culture. A main street lined with colorful shop signs, the scent of coffee drifting from old storefronts, and musicians tuning guitars on the sidewalk. This is Woodstock. Its name is tied to the legendary 1969 music festival. The town itself became a permanent home for artists, musicians, and creative entrepreneurs. Today, Tinker Street, the main thoroughfare, is lined with art galleries, independent bookshops, vintage clothing stores, and cafes that double as live music venues. The town is small, so parking is limited on weekends. Arriving early or staying overnight is the best way to enjoy it without the rush. A key point to know before visiting is that much of Woodstock's charm is found in its community events. Seasonal craft fairs, open-air concerts, and farmers markets often take place on the village green. For those with extra time, the short drive to Opus 40, a massive outdoor sculpture park built entirely by hand, is a highlight that blends art and nature in a way you won't see anywhere else in the state. The most memorable part for many visitors is the way the arts and outdoors merge here. You can browse paintings in the morning, take a scenic hike in the afternoon, and end the evening with live music in an intimate setting, all within a 3-day stay. Leaving the Catskills behind, the energy changes as we head downriver to New York City's industrial waterfront turned public playground. The air smells faintly of tacos and roasted coffee, while the Manhattan skyline glows just across the river. This riverside escape stands on the bones of a sugar refinery. Welcome to Domino Park in Brooklyn. Opened in 2018, it transformed what was once an industrial zone into a vibrant public space with some of the best skyline views in New York City. For weekend travelers, it's an ideal add-on to a Brooklyn itinerary because it's free, open daily, and easy to access by subway or ferry. The park is laid out along a quarter-mile stretch of the East River, featuring elevated walkways, gardens, and art installations that reference the site's sugar-producing history. A standout is the preserved refinery machinery displayed as sculptural elements, giving visitors a visual link to Brooklyn's industrial past. Families often gravitate toward the playground, designed to resemble a sugar factory, while couples and groups head to the food kiosks. Weekend afternoons often bring pop-up vendors and community events, from outdoor fitness classes to cultural festivals. If you're short on time, plan to visit in the late afternoon and stay through sunset. The view of the Manhattan skyline lighting up is one of the best in the city. Here, you're walking through a space that's both a park and a preserved piece of the city's industrial heritage. From the bustle of Brooklyn, we head west toward a quieter village, where the water is so pure, it's served straight from the source. Crystal clear water sparkles under the sun, so pure it's bottled as drinking water for nearby cities. This lakeside village in the Finger Lakes is called Skaneateles. This is one of the most picturesque villages, centered around a pristine, spring-fed lake, and its location makes it a prime spot for both summer and winter weekend trips. Visitors should know that the lake's water is so clean, and it's used as a drinking water source without filtration, a rarity in the United States. In warmer months, boating, sailing, and guided cruises are a major draw, with the historic Judge Ben Wiles steamboat offering narrated tours that share the lake's history and showcase the shoreline's grand homes. Downtown Skaneateles is compact and walkable, with boutique shops, art galleries, and cafes clustered along Genesee Street. Wine lovers often use Skaneateles as a starting point for exploring the eastern end of the Finger Lakes wine trails, which feature both established vineyards and newer boutique wineries. In winter, the town hosts the Dickens Christmas Festival, where streets fill with costumed characters and holiday markets. One detail first-time visitors often miss is that public lake access is available right in town, making it possible to enjoy the waterfront without booking a boat tour. From lakeside serenity, our journey follows the Hudson River to a small village where cobblestone streets meet rugged hiking trails. The train slows, and just steps from the platform, you're greeted by cobblestone streets and river views framed by distant mountains. This small Hudson Valley retreat is Cold Spring. Much of Cold Spring's charm comes from its preserved 19th century architecture and walkable streets lined with antique shops, bookstores, and locally owned cafes. The waterfront park is a prime spot for picnics or watching the sunset over the Hudson River, and it's just steps from Main Street. Hikers often come here as a base for the Breakneck Ridge Trail, known for its steep rock scrambles and panoramic views of the river. If you plan to hike, arrive early to avoid crowds and bring sturdy shoes. Visitors looking for a more leisurely experience can explore Foundry Dock Park or take a short boat tour along the river. Cold Spring is also a hub for antique hunting. Many shops carry furniture, vintage maps, and collectibles you won't find in chain stores. The standout for many travelers is the combination of outdoor adventure and small-town atmosphere. It's possible to start your morning on a challenging hike, return for lunch at a riverside cafe, and spend the afternoon browsing shops, all without getting back in your car. Just a little further north, another town combines health, history, and entertainment in ways few places can match. Fountains bubble with mineral-rich water that people sip straight from the source, each one tasting different from the last. That mix of wellness and excitement defines Saratoga Springs. Known for its mineral waters since the 19th century, and those springs still flow today. Public mineral fountains can be found throughout the city, each with a distinct taste and mineral profile. The Saratoga Spa State Park offers both historic bathhouses and modern spa services, giving travelers the chance to soak in naturally carbonated mineral waters. Another major draw is Saratoga Racecourse. which hosts its summer season from late July through early September. Even outside of race season, the track grounds offer guided tours that share the sport's history. Downtown Saratoga is lively year-round, with a mix of high-end restaurants, casual cafes, boutique shops, and live music venues. The city also has a strong arts presence, with the Saratoga Performing Arts Center hosting concerts, ballet, and orchestra performances. For weekend visitors, parking is generally manageable, but dinner reservations are essential during summer events. The most unique aspect of Saratoga Springs? You can combine 3 experiences in a single day. Taste water from natural mineral springs, enjoy world-class horse racing or performances, and dine in a vibrant downtown district. Few destinations in New York offer that mix of health, history, and entertainment so close together. Continuing along the Hudson, we arrive at a former industrial hub that's been reinvented into one of New York's most creative small cities. Rows of brick townhouses stand shoulder to shoulder, gallery signs swing above narrow sidewalks, and the air smells faintly of coffee roasting and fresh bread. This is Hudson, one of New York's most talked about small city destinations. Its main artery, Warren Street, runs for about a mile and is lined with a mix of art galleries, antique stores, vintage clothing shops, and farm-to-table restaurants. Visitors should know that Hudson is highly walkable, making it easy to explore without a car once you arrive. The town has become a magnet for artists and creatives, so the gallery scene is constantly rotating with new exhibits. Culinary travelers will appreciate that Hudson's restaurants source heavily from surrounding farms, offering menus that change with the season. If you're arriving by train, Hudson is just 2 hours from New York City via Amtrak, with the station a short walk from downtown. For a broader view of the area, visitors can take a short drive to the Olana State Historic Site, the former home of artist Frederick Edwin Church, known for its Persian-inspired architecture and sweeping river views. The standout here is the way Hudson blends heritage and modernity. Heading west, the story shifts from modern art and cuisine to baseball history and lakeside relaxation. A lakeside village where one museum holds the greatest treasures of America's favorite pastime. This is Cooperstown, most famous for the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum, which draws fans from across the country. Even if you're not a sports enthusiast, the museum offers a deep look at how baseball shaped American culture, with artifacts ranging from Babe Ruth's bat to modern championship memorabilia. But there's more to the town than baseball. Cooperstown sits at the southern end of Otsego Lake, offering opportunities for boating, fishing, and lakeside picnics. Glimmerglass State Park, just a short drive away, provides hiking trails, swimming areas, and winter activities like cross-country skiing. The town also has a growing craft beverage scene, including the Ommegang Brewery, known for Belgian-style ales and on-site tastings. Its compact downtown features general stores, cafes, and specialty shops that give the village a classic small-town feel. Visitors should note that summer is peak season, especially during Hall of Fame induction weekend, so lodging fills up quickly. The standout experience for many is pairing a visit to the Hall of Fame with an afternoon by the lake, spending part of the day immersed in history, then relaxing on the water as the sun sets. From America's Game, we circle back to the Hudson Valley, where art fills a massive brick factory and hiking trails climb into the mountains. A towering brick factory looms by the river, its vast halls now filled with modern art that demands space to breathe. That landmark sets the stage for Beacon. This location has evolved into one of the Hudson Valley's top cultural hubs, anchored by the DIA Beacon Museum, which occupies a former Nabisco box printing factory. The museum's massive galleries showcase large-scale contemporary works, making it a must for art enthusiasts. Visitors should know that DIA Beacon is closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and tickets are best reserved ahead of time, especially on weekends. Beacon's main street runs nearly a mile from the train station, lined with independent shops, coffee roasters, and a growing selection of restaurants. Food lovers often plan their visit around both the art and the dining. Many eateries here focus on locally sourced ingredients, craft beer, and inventive menus. Outdoor enthusiasts can head to the Riverside Long Dock Park for kayak rentals and picnic spots with views of the Hudson River. For a short but rewarding hike, the popular Mount Beacon Trail begins just outside town, leading to sweeping vistas of the valley and remnants of an old incline railway. Finally, our journey closes in a place where waterfalls roar through gorges and campus life energizes the streets. The roar of waterfalls echoes through narrow gorges, and in the distance, the energy of a college town hums through its streets. This balance of nature and culture is what defines Ithaca, known for its natural beauty and youthful, energetic atmosphere, shaped in part by the presence of Cornell University and Ithaca College. The area is home to more than 150 waterfalls within a 10-mile radius, including Ithaca Falls, Buttermilk Falls, and the dramatic Toyanic Falls, which is taller than Niagara. Visitors should know that many of these sites are accessible through short, well-marked trails, making it possible to see multiple waterfalls in a single day. The city's downtown, centered around the Ithaca Commons, is a pedestrian-friendly area with eclectic restaurants, bookstores, and music venues. Local farmers markets, especially the Ithaca Farmers Market along Cayuga Lake, offer fresh produce, artisan foods, and live performances on weekends. The nearby Cayuga Lake Wine Trail is the oldest in the United States, and many wineries and breweries welcome drop-in tastings. Ithaca's climate can shift quickly, so packing layers is recommended even in summer. The standout experience here is how easily a visitor can blend outdoor exploration with vibrant cultural life. You might hike through a gorge in the morning, attend a university lecture or art exhibit in the afternoon, and end the day with live music at a local cafe. That mix of nature and intellectual energy is what makes Ithaca memorable long after you leave. Which secret destination captured your imagination? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to check out our next video, Hidden Gems in Europe No One Talks About. It is packed with real travel insights. Click here to watch it now, and we'll see you in the next one.